What's going on YouTube? Claic Yuzolt back again, and in today's video we are sponsored by Torchlight Infinite, a new ARPG game coming to you guys very soon, and they've given me the opportunity to be able to show that off, so thank you so much for the sponsorship, Torchlight Infinite, and without further ado, let's get into the game. So like I was saying, Torchlight Infinite is an action RPG, and if you guys aren't familiar with that category or subgenre of game, it really comes down to you guys are going to be building up an awesome character, learning skills, getting gear, and then blowing up loot pinatas for even better gear and taking on tough bosses. As you guys can see here in the gameplay, it is fast-paced. At the beginning, it'll be a little bit slower, you won't have all your abilities, your gear won't be that good, but that's the great thing about an ARPG, is you slowly always see incremental progression and making your gear stronger, getting those stats you want, and towards the end, as you can see, you're just gonna be able to blow up stuff really fast, move really fast, your movement abilities are important, and you get to kill those bosses and all that loot gets to drop on the floor. What's special about Torchlight Infinite is it is going to be a PC and mobile game, so you're going to be able to play on both platforms, and the progression is saved on both. So if you're playing on PC, you're having fun, but then you got to get out of here, you can always play on the go on your mobile device, and the progression is cross-platform, so you won't have to worry about playing two different accounts. Your game and your story and all that good stuff is saved on both, so you're good to go there. Now with mobile games, there's always the worry, now listen, this is the mobile game channel, baby, but there's always the worry that you're going to run into pay to win, or pay to progress. In this game, they say it's play to progress. There is nothing in the shop that will allow you to progress any further. You're not going to be able to pay for enhancements, for gear. You're not going to be able to make your character better and stronger through the shop. That's going to be cosmetics. That's going to be fun stuff. So you don't have to worry about that with Torchlight. Also, anything you buy in Torchlight is going to be like account spread, so you can use it on any of the characters you want, or you know what I mean? So you really get your money's worth when it comes to that, and you don't have to worry about paying to win. The interactions with the other players, there is trading from what I understand, so you could be able to trade your items. Nothing from the shop, but it's going to be like from in-game loot. You know how it used to be when we played the other ARPGs. You're going to be able to trade that loot back and forth, and they have systems for that. So starting out in the game, you can pick from 6 different heroes to play as. Again, it's not going to be classes. They're going to be heroes. So they're going to have their own personalities, own quirks, you know, cool things that you guys can mess around with. First off, you can pick Berserker Rayhan. Has a big sword, you know what I mean? Swinging that thing around if you guys want to get into that. Then we have this Divine Shot Carino, Ranger of Glory. Going to be a gun type class, also appears to maybe have some healing. I haven't got to try this one out just yet. Kind of seems Paladin-esque, but also a gunner type, which is pretty cool. We have Frostfire Gemma, Icefire Fusion. Gonna be fire and ice, gonna be shooting that out there. Kind of mage-ish, it looks like. The guy we're gonna be playing today is Space-Time Witness Yoga, Space-Time Illusion. This guy is sick. He's the one he's been my favorite so far that I've tried out. One of the things about ARPGs that you guys know is you need to like the aesthetics of your abilities, because they're gonna be flashing all over the screen all the time as you spam them to kill the enemy, and his like purple aesthetic and things like that I really enjoyed, plus his movement ability is pretty sick, which I'll get into when I deep dive into him. And again, like I said, they all have their personality, and this guy's kind of a little he got a little spunk to him, so you'll see as his he says his lines. We have Oracle Thea, Wisdom of the Gods, and then we have Commendamoto, Order Calling. So you can choose from any of these characters that you want, make them, build them, and slowly progress, like I said, through the ARPG system. But for today, we're going to be using my version. I actually went back too far. My version of Yoga that they provided to me, which is going to be a high level version. I love the way he looks. He's got the glowing purple eyes. He's got the mask going on, kind of not mummy, but kind of like ninja mixed with mummy. It's kind of a cool look. Very, very nice aesthetic. So let's go in and show you the build for my Yoga and then show it in action. Here in the character screen in our bag, we can see that my character's looking really sick. I mean, the stuff they put on him makes him look absolutely unreal. He just looks so good. And then we have, you know, what you would expect from one of these ARPG games. You have the gear system, and this gear system has a ton of different stats that can roll on it, and that's what the grind is all about. You see we have energy shield, so you guys should be used to that if you guys have played some ARPGs in the past. We have 48% AoE damage, extra maximum shield, and of course, each character and each build that you choose to go with, you'll be wanting certain stats for that build, right? And it goes down the list. We have headpiece, chest piece, necklace, we have gloves, so forth, so on, and a couple of accessories, and then we also have our weapons. If we head over to the info tab, there is a ton of stuff to look into here. They provide the information you need to make your character optimal. You know, I'm talking about min-maxing in this game. They provide the information you'll need to do that. And you'll have to worry about resistances, because when you're out there, you don't want to get blown up while you're trying to blow up the enemy. And I'm just going to go over this a little bit before I get into what my character actually does. But look at these values that they show. They show you literally everything that you would need to know And as you put on different gear, as you min-max level, pick different talent trees, this is going to show you instant feedback on what that is doing for your build, which I think is great. The amount of, you know, this stuff right here is really about maximizing your character, as I've said before, but a lot of games don't provide this amount of detail into it, while it being really easy for you guys to get your hands on. So you can go over this if you guys want when you get into the game, but man, does he look cool. He's looking very nice. But now I'm gonna show you what he can do, what his abilities are, and why I picked what I did on the skill tree, so you can see your different options you have if you decide to play the game. We're here at the skill page, and it's a pretty cool system the way it works. So you have a skill, and then you have these different, like, nodes or attachments you could put on that skill to make it, you know, determine how it's going to act when it's in game. So his first skill that you can see here is Shadow Shot. This is going to be like his normal auto attack ability that you're going to be spamming the best you can. And as you can see, we can add things like Efficient Cast, Reaping Agony, Improved Corrosion on the ability. If we go ahead and click this down here and unlock it, we can click. You can see all these different things you guys can pick. Blinding, which is going to have a chance to blind the target. Pain Amplification, Fire Explosion, Curse. Look at all Elemental Fusion. There are so many options here to put onto your spells, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. Deep Wounds, you can slide, so I can buy that, put that on, right? Go down here and we can attach that to my spell, install, and now that's going to add it to my auto attack that I have here, or my Shadow Shot. It's not really an auto attack, but that's what I call it because that's the one I spam on my left click. So that's going to be your choice. And you can go up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different attachments onto each ability. So the second ability here, Shadow Swamp, is going to put down, conjures a Shadow Swamp at the target location and deal damage over time, right? Weaken the opponent. So that's going to be important, right? You're going to put that down. Again, all this is about roasting your enemies as fast as possible. If we look at the different things that I've attached here, we have shortened duration. So I want that to be on the ground and tick for as fast as possible. Shortened duration is going to help with that, right? Damage multiplier up, mana cost multiplier, support skill that deals dot or element. That's what you can put it on. Supported skills have negative 8% duration. Supported skill deals 45% extra persistent damage. So it's going to get done quicker, but also tick faster, and that's what you can add to it. We've talked about pain amplification. Moving on down, we have Shadow Dash, and this is going to be his move that you guys can see here that makes him move quickly, right? Like he's going to dash. That's his movement skill. And through these different areas, again, you're going to complete them as fast as possible, get to that boss, get that loot. Shadow Dash is going to allow you to do that. Obviously, we want cooldown reduction on that because we want to use it as fast as possible. But we have 3 other nodes that we can put on there. Periodic Burst, Quick Mobility might be a good option. Support skills have 35% attack and cast speed. Supported skills have 12.5% cooldown recovery speed. So that seems great. So we're going to buy that, slap that on there, because again, we want to use this as quickly as possible. The cooldown reduction, Quick Mobility, that seems like a good option to me. Next up, he has Force Start, which is immediately starts charging Energy Shield. So again, he's an Energy Shield build, at least this version of him. And it seems like with Force Start, you want to build him Energy Shield anyway. But this is going to allow him to charge up his Energy Shield, get his like HP back. But if you guys don't know, Energy Shield is kind of going to be his HP in this build, and get that back as quickly as possible. So any of these abilities, cooldown reduction seems like a good option. We have All In, which supported skills have a minus 29% skill duration. Supported skills have plus 58% status effect. So it's going to increase the status effect of Force Start, having him get his Energy Shield back faster. And then last but not least, we have Mana Boil. When activated, the skill consumes a large amount of mana over time to increase spell damage. Automatically deactivates when mana is at 0. So essentially, you pop this, your mana starts going down, and then all of your abilities do more damage, which is going to be great here. And then you can also put 2 nodes into that. So those are going to be his main skills that we're going to use today as we go out there and battle. Now, because this is just an introductory video, I'm not going to go too deep into the talent tree, but let me tell you, there is a lot of options. I'm just going to scroll over to all of this. That is just one in the Goddess of Darkness. Then we have Psychic, which you can go through, and you can see I have 43 talent points spent in the current panel. You can reselect, clear. It gives you guys passives, like skill duration goes up on the medium talent here. Soul Bender, we do the same. 40 talents. You have so many options you could choose from that'll help you out. 15% wilt chance. And again, if you guys click on this, as you learn the game, you'll understand what these things mean, and they do a great way of setting that up. But if you guys forget, they have it in games, so you can click on it, read it, and learn a bit more. But this goes really in depth, guys. Not only do your skills, the skills you choose, you get to put mods on them, but you also have a talent tree here to help you really maximize and make your character your own and make it play like you want. All right, guys, so we're here in the middle of a in-game style dungeon that you guys can make stronger. I'm not going to show you guys everything because there's a lot here at the in-game. I don't want to overwhelm you, but you can make these areas stronger. I'm getting hit. My plan with this character is to try to get them to walk through my swamp and slowly hit them I went over my things here. Slowly hit them with my shadow shot and let them walk through that, you know what I mean? Take the damage. So I don't really want to get in their face too much. Now I can use my leap ability here and put some damage over time on the ground. And you can see that I have energy shield. That's going to be this over here where my health would be. And you can see the loot dropping on the ground that I'm trying to pick up to get stronger. And then you can also see that my mana is really low. And that's kind of the thing with this build is your mana is low because you drop the stuff down and then you just let it tick on them, right? So you don't need that much mana to keep casting your abilities, and you want to be using mana boil, which consumes your mana over time and makes your spell damage stronger. So we're going to hit that, drop our stuff. It says insufficient mana, but we already have our stuff on the ground. It's already doing the damage, so we don't have to worry about that, and we're amplifying it. So you can see it's all about kiting in this game. If you've never played an ARPG before, well, I guess it depends on what class you play. If you get in there with a big brooding warrior type, you're not going to really be kiting, but with a mage type, this spell weaver, we're going to be moving backwards, dropping our stuff on the ground, having them walk through it, and then keep shooting them with what I called was an auto attack, but it's shadow shot, right? So we're going to keep moving through this, do as much damage as we can, and show it off. I do want to get to the... Oh, ooh, there's an orange. So, obviously, loot's amazing. So when I see an orange, I'm getting excited. We have energy core, and a lot of this stuff is going to be used... or some of the stuff, excuse me, is going to be used to make these things harder, right? The harder the enemies you end up fighting, the more loot they can drop. And, you know, as you progress, like I said, you're not going to be coming in here with this in-game build, moving around as fast as I am, doing this much damage. They provided me with this account, but you'll get there eventually. And that's what I really like about ARPGs, and it looks like Torchlight does that well, is it slowly lets you get in, and then it gives you a ton of options in the end game to make your character really strong. So we got a flame right there, looking great. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead since you've seen how it works. And again, I have my uh-oh button, which is force start. I wonder if I can get one of these guys to really hurt me too much. I might have went into one that's a little bit too weak, but that will allow me to get my energy shield back if needed, so it's pretty cool. But I'm gonna go ahead and head to a boss so you guys can see that, and hopefully we get some good loot at the end. Okay, so we're in a new dungeon place, and things have gotten way harder. I've died twice, but we have the Trog boss here. Hopefully it doesn't whoop me down in this video. So we're gonna kite him around like I said. Okay, we got him. He just walked through our stuff, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But let me tell you, I know I'm, you know, again, I'm playing this class, it's really big. But that was a boss right there. I died like 3 times going through this thing. But we got there. You can see that we have a lot of loot that drops. We have the will, which is going to be good for us. But I got to say, I had a lot of fun showing this game off to you guys. It's very, very interesting. And that's only going through one way to play this character. I haven't even tried the other ones out. Very, very interesting here at the end. I know it wasn't on camera, but I was dying quite a bit. I was sweating trying to get through it. The enemies became way, 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 way stronger than I thought they would. But I didn't cover everything in this video. I'm going to show you guys some close to some other things that they obviously have. Tons of different stuff for you guys to try out and enjoy and explore some different features. If you guys like what you saw, you want to have a little fun, you want to check it out, click the links in the description below for more information. Again, thank you to Torchlight Infinite for sponsoring this video. And I'm excited for the release and to try it out myself because I do love ARPGs. It's one of my favorite subgenres of video games. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any questions or if you're thinking about trying out the game or if you knew about it before I even posted. Subscribe for future content and we'll catch you guys in the next video.